We back, and we got helmet Jason Alloy. Right now, when we talk Browns and quarterbacks, he got to put the helmet on because strays is fire everywhere. By the way, that might be a kid's large. That's a kid's large.
Well, there's like something on the top of this that's preventing it from totally going on my head. It's like a black.
I believe that is a show helmet. I don't think you can really wear that in combat. I don't think that's.
I don't think it would do me a lot of good.
It's combat.
But if we're talking about Shedeur and Deshaun, I'm wearing a helmet.
Well, listen, Andrew Berry, McNuggets, he's talking about the combat or the competition, however you want to splice it. But he has some words to say.
Yeah, he was on with ESPN Radio last week and was asked about the quarterback competition, how Todd Monken and his own staff, the front office, plans on determining who will be the starting quarterback come September. And I thought he gave a pretty interesting answer. So let's take a listen to Andrew Berry, who was on with ESPN Cleveland last week.
Yeah, so I think, we've preached competition since we've been here, and that'll hold true in the quarterback room. As Todd said, that doesn't mean that everybody gets equal reps, and that's true across positions. But we're looking for performance. And I hate to make it that simple, but that's what it's about. Ultimately, I think you all know that we like to keep at least 3 quarterbacks on the 53-man roster, provided that they earn the spot. And another on the practice squad. So we want to make sure that we have talent and depth at the position.
So Barry says it comes down to performance and performance only, G. Is that the proper way to handle any kind of quarterback competition, whether it's Shedeur, Deshaun, Dillon, or another city with another set of quarterbacks? Should anything but performance be in play when it comes to determining a team's starting quarterback?
Boy, you are a tricky one, McNuggets. You see how you phrased that? He said, if anything but. Should anything be involved in anything but performance? Now, I must say, it depends on what you're looking for in your competition. Some people run competitions and it don't really be a competition. Some people and other teams will say, well, listen, let me figure out what the upside is, right? Like if I start this guy or if I start this guy. Some teams will say if a young guy and an old guy are equal, the nod goes to the young guy, right? Or some teams will say, well, listen, I didn't sunk a lot of money into the old guy. I want to get something out of the old guy. I don't know necessarily about the young guy. So, but if you ask me if I'm going to take their word for it and it's a straight up competition and they want performance, well, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. So you're supposed to go throw for throw. And I always say this, it's not even really a conflict to me. I'm actually excited about it because there's no internal conflict. All you get a chance to do is see a guy perform and go throw for throw. I've always said that you want the best Deshaun Watson, you want the best Dillon Gabriel, you want the best Shedeur Sanders. You know why? Because you'll get an opportunity to see which one of those guys melts under pressure. Somebody's going to play well. Somebody may get hurt. Some people may not live up to the standards. And then guess what? We get to see it play out on the field. And I think Todd Monken would be doing himself a disservice if he didn't preach that, because at the end of the day, he's trying to establish something on his own. I want to see Deshaun Watson play. I want to see Shedeur Sanders play. I want to see everybody play. I want to see preseason games. I want to see OTAs. I want to see all of it. And so guess what? When they make the decision, we can all rest with the decision and say, well, listen, it was a fair competition. Let's see it.
In an ideal world, not only would it be 100% performance-based, but it would be clear to those making the decision. It'd be clear to the other players in the locker room. And whoever outperformed the other guy would take the job and run with it and grow with the locker room and grow with his coaching staff and all that. But one of the reasons the Browns don't live in an ideal world is because 4 years ago they made the worst trade in the history of the NFL, right? And so this guy's still on the team because you can't afford to cut him, so it's not ideal. So how it's going to go, I don't know. I can't imagine that any decisions were made based off of 3 days of minicamp in April. Now, Jason and I have been hearing for months, they want to play Deshaun, they're going to play Deshaun. Sometimes we talk to the same people. In a lot of cases, we don't. We know what's out there. I can't imagine a scenario, though, where anything's really been decided already based off what they've seen. So 2 weeks from today, we get the start of OTAs, and we will see. But, we are hearing things out there that they've decided that Deshaun is going to perform better, and we'll see where it goes.
I think if you put them side by side, I think Deshaun would probably win as of right now. He's got more experience. He's got more throws in this league, whatever. My whole thing with this has been, what are you trying to get out of this? Where are you trying to go? Under no circumstances would I ever give Deshaun Watson another contract if I'm the Browns. And I agree with you. Even if you did give him one, I don't think he would take it. I don't think he would sign it. So what are we doing here? What are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish with this? You're trying to win games. I get it. Are you trying to win games, or are you trying to eventually win a Super Bowl? Because those are two different things to me. And if you're just trying to go out there and win the most games that you can win this year, okay, fine. Play Deshaun. Maybe you're going to win an extra game or two, and then you're going to get to the end of the season, you're going to say, well, now what do we do? Because we didn't play Shedeur, and we got these quarterbacks coming to this draft, so what is it that we're supposed to do? So there is no case to make as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, I know I've been hard on Shedeur, but I've been consistent on this since last season. If you're telling me I have to choose between Deshaun and Shedeur, there's no comparison. I'm playing Shedeur because I want to see. I don't think the odds are high, but the odds are higher than me giving Deshaun another contract because those are zero.
Let me give you a quick story. When I came out of McKinley, I was number one recruit at OU. They had a guy. Shout out to Mike Fox. He went to I think he went to Bishop Sycamore. He was he was like basically he was like a 6'4" smart white guy, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, listen, bro, you're out of here. It's just the next wave. You're done. And I got into it, and I'm looking around, and they used to say, yeah, Mike, he's coming to get your position. He's coming to get your position. And Mike Fox, I'll tell you what, the thing that he had was he knew where he was supposed to be at. He was going to class. He did everything he was supposed to. And then I realized that they were using me to motivate Mike Fox. They said, this kid is coming to get your spot, right? Eventually, I did take his spot at the end of the year, but then we had a new coaching staff come in. And guess what? I had to earn it all the way over again. And one of the things that I believe is that, yes, Shedeur Sanders played 7 games, but the new coaching mentality is, I got to make sure that you're in the right mindset. I got to make sure. I got to test you a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to see how it looks when you think you're not the starting quarterback. I want to see what it looks like, Deshaun Watson, if I'm using this young dude to say, hey, listen, I mean, right now, listen, we love the young dude. I actually think that the Cleveland Browns are doing a really good job of being super vague, because I think they do want to see the mental preparation. I want to see every one of these players have been given a listed to-do list in the summer. They already met with them. They gave them the pamphlet. I want you to, some people is cut body weight. Some people is work on turnovers. Some people is learn that playbook. Some people is, hey, I want you to cut down on the drops. Now, I'm going to see, based on what we do out here and what we say and how everything moves, I want to see if that moves you anyway. Yeah. I want to see if you come back and you got the playbook. I want to see if you come back in here with that mental edge. And I think that is why Todd Monken and Andrew Berry say the things that they say. Because sometimes to watch somebody it's easier to watch somebody and to find out a lot about them by not looking directly at them sometimes. Sometimes it's, we'll go out here and come on back and see what you do. And I think there's a little motivation going on, and there's some jousting going on, because I do think that they want Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders to be on edge, ready to go, super competitive.
Yeah, I agree, G. I have racked my brain for weeks, months, thinking what could possibly be the first motivation to even give Deshaun another shot. And it has to be to get the very best out of Shedeur Sanders. Now, whether Shedeur should need that or does need that is a different argument. And you're right, there is a newness here to the playbook, to the coach, to the mentality. Like, all of a sudden, they want to win games.
Yeah.
The old coach is out because it wasn't enough. And Shedeur certainly didn't play well enough to firmly establish himself as anything last year, right? But he's your one chance at your one direct line out of this. Otherwise, this goes on and on and on. You're going nowhere with Deshaun Watson. So this is a big few weeks for Dylan Gabriel and Taylor Green, too, in their own ways. And Taylor Green, it's a longer-term journey. But this has to be about motivating Shedeur Sanders, and Shedeur has to be the very best version of himself. Whatever it is that they want him to work on, and it's probably more than one, he's got to do that, and he's got to do it right away, whether he ends up winning the job in September or not, because he's the one guy here that represents, as Jason said, a little bit of hope, maybe a lot bit, maybe if it's just a little bit now. He's the one guy because there's no future with Deshaun Watson.
And Jason, the one thing that you look at is Deshaun Watson. If you want to look at it, I did this exercise with Tyvus and Earl in the barbershop. Said when it comes to the experience and the knowledge of looking at the game, Deshaun Watson has that. He has the multiple systems. He has the years. He has all of that experience. So he's going to have that. Even when, Stefanski had Deshaun Watson working with Shedeur Sanders when he comes off the football field, right? Mm-hmm. Like, he actually has the mental aspects of it. Now, the question is the difference between knowing what you should do and being able to physically perform. And I think where this will come down to is this. It sounds good to be like, 7-on-7, they balling. But when the pass rush is coming, you got 2.5 seconds to throw the football. Can you get it there accurately, and do you know where the football is going? The last time I seen Deshaun Watson, that was not the case.
Correct. Certainly the accuracy part.
Yes.
He was all over the place. Now, maybe the shoulder is healed more. I don't know. This isn't a Deshaun issue to me. Like, it is a non-starter. He is not on this roster next year. So I don't understand. I just don't see the upside to playing him. And before the owners' meetings, I agreed with you that I just thought they were using a lot of this Deshaun talk as motivation for Shadeur to make sure he's on track, to make sure he's checking the boxes, doing the things he's supposed to be doing in the facility, da-da-da-da-da. I've come around on it. I think they're serious. I think they mean it. I think Deshaun is going to be the week 1 starter. Now, can he stay healthy for 17 games? Boy, I'll be shocked. So I think the Browns are probably going to play 2, if not 3 quarterbacks again this year, because they always play 2, if not 3, almost always play 2 or 3 quarterbacks.
Only 12 times since 1999 have they had 3 or more starters.
Zach, we talked about a little bit, the thing about, the difference between Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson. You take a look at Deshaun Watson. I think some of it where you say, okay, this has a little bit legs, because I actually think that Deshaun Watson was moving around well. I think there's a lot of people who didn't see it and like, okay, well, let's see if he's actually even healthy. Mm-hmm. But I thought, when I watched him, he was moving as if he was not injured and he was back to at least baseline.
Correct. Yeah, and it's April, but he was. And so he's got to build it out here. I thought you made a good comparison talking about your own story. You were the guy coming in from high school, right, trying to take this guy's job. He knew. Well, everything's new here with this new coach. Mm-hmm. So, yes, Deshaun has done it, but he hasn't played well since 2020. Yeah. And, yes, Shedeur had some good moments last year, but there was just a few, and that was an old offense. Yeah. And they've tried to upgrade the line, the receivers. It's a whole new everything. Yeah. So they're just getting started. So these 10 OTA practices that start 2 weeks from today, they're OTA practices, and looking good and moving around in April and staying healthy and looking good and moving around in April and May are totally different. But both of these guys are coming into a new environment. So there is a newness, there is an uncertainty with how it will look. It's just, I'm pretty certain based on the resume and based on the track record that Deshaun is not going to play at any kind of high level or sustain it if he does.
We were wearing masks and weren't allowed to touch each other last time Deshaun played well.
Yeah, and I will say this, you take a look at it, and I'm going to just tell you this. There's one thing I know about Shedeur Sanders, and that is when the bullets start flying and when his back is against the wall, he seems to be at his best. People say, hey, look, man, he changed his jersey. What that mean, G? But I said, listen, let me tell you something. That's a mindset switch. It's a flick. It's a switch. You got 2 people. One is trying to establish their career. One person is trying to save their career. That energy right there breeds the best. Ain't nobody coming into that office saying, I'm gonna take a day off. No.
That's right. But Deshaun's trying to relaunch his career to play somewhere else.
Yes.
Shedeur's trying to have a career. And look, straight numbers, Garrett. Deshaun has played 19 games here. He's played 3 good games. Shedeur's played 7 games total. At the end of this season, he will be at around 20 games. Yeah. Right? Then we'll have a better idea. And it might be the only chance he gets. But to think that Deshaun has done one thing to deserve one more chance, it's crazy talk. It is absolute crazy talk.
Yeah.
I take a look at it, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be box office. I don't know if y'all is ready for it, Zach. The national media will be here. The local media will be here. The quarterback tracker will be ready to go. The media tracker is ready to go. This is the epicenter of all hell breaking loose, and I'm all here for it. It's going to be beautiful. McNuggets, it's going to be beautiful.
2 weeks from today, get started. OTAs.